What if I told you the best shooter in the league wasn't Steph Curry or Klay Thompson and not even Damian Lillard? What if I told you this player you might have never heard of? What if I told you this player was a 26-year-old rookie from the Toronto Raptors? Well, you might ask who. His name is Matt Thomas. And you might be wondering, how is this player the best shooter in the league? But after this story, you might just change your mind. The story of Matt Thomas begins in small town Wisconsin, and even from a young age, people knew Matt was different. Matt was such a naturally gifted shooter that one time at a fundraiser, he shot 99 of his 100 free throws. But Matt wasn't the first athlete in his family, as his mother was a star basketball player as well. Matt definitely got his athletic gifts from his mum and would follow in her footsteps, becoming a phenomenal high school hooper as well. Matt would even break her scoring record by putting up 50 points in a game, breaking his mum's previous 48. Matt would finish his high school career being a 4-star recruit, as in his senior season he put up 28 points per game and was widely considered the best shooter in his class. Matt, after his success in his high school career, chose to leave his small town, committing to Iowa State University. But unlike in high school, success didn't come naturally for him. In his first 2 seasons, Matt wouldn't average more than 5.5 points per game, but he was determined to get back to the player he once was. So in his break between his sophomore and junior season, he was determined to make that happen. Matt would improve multiple facets of his game, from his shooting, which increased almost 10% from behind the arc, and he would massively improve his defense, going from a borderline liability on the court to one of the team's best man-to-man defenders. In his final 2 seasons, he would average 11 points per game in his junior season and 12.8 per game in his senior season, whilst also shooting an outstanding 45% from deep per game, making him one of the best shooters in the entire country. After this, Matt would put his name into the NBA draft. Matt had hopes that he would be picked in the 2nd round or maybe even the late 1st round and become a knockdown shooter for an NBA franchise. But sadly for Matt, Adam Silver did not call his name. Matt would then go on to have a pretty unremarkable summer league campaign with the Los Angeles Lakers, where he did play alongside future NBA talent Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma. Matt wouldn't be deterred in his basketball journey though, as he would sign with an overseas team, and because I'm not a Spanish speaker, I cannot pronounce this team's name for the life of me, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But in this time, Matt would ball out, averaging 15.5 points per game on 47% from the field and 45% from free. Matt would impress enough to get signed by an even larger Spanish side, Valencia, where again Matt would show his worth. The efficiency skyrocketed to an unbelievable 49% from free. But that's not enough to tell you how much of a great shooter Matt Thomas really was. When left open, Matt Thomas made 99% of his 3-point shots, which is absolutely absurd. Matt was showing out in the 2nd best league in the world and shooting like it was 2K on rookie difficulty. Matt Thomas would decide to head home after 2 crazy seasons in Spain. He would choose to sign with the Toronto Raptors after they heard about his insane 3-point shooting overseas. And Matt was ready to work hard and prove that he belongs in the NBA. Matt has been doing a pretty solid job, as in only 10 minutes a night, Matt scoring 5 points per game on an insane 47% from the field. This 47% from behind the arc makes him the most efficient 3-point shooter. His stats adjusted for per 36 minutes are 16.5 points per game, 5 rebounds and almost a steal per game, on the same crazy 47% from downtown. Matt hasn't had the most clear basketball journey so far, but I definitely think he has the potential to stay in the league for many years to come. His phenomenal ability from behind the arc is a skill that's very valuable in the modern NBA, and his willingness to work hard and improve will be welcomed by coaches. I think that he can carve out a similar career to Kyle Korver or JJ Redick, but with an improved defense. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us out.